kindergarten. I wanted to do a science conservation video of a project that my class has already started. We started thinking of working on ways to reuse things in the classroom, and we were really good at reusing paper. We used both sides of the paper, and we were trying to think of other ways that we could make an impact on the world by reusing things that might get thrown away. My class came up with crayons. We have all of these crayons that are in bad shape. They're small, they're hard to use, some have wrappers, some don't. How can we make this into something that we can reuse rather than take it and throw it in the garbage? Wax doesn't really turn back into anything that the earth can use. So what did we do? So we decided that we were going to remake the crayons. And so we started to peel them, because the first thing we need to do is remove this paper. So we spent a lot of time the last couple weeks peeling them. It's great fine motor work, but it takes a lot of time. So that one came out pretty easy. Some were easy, remember, some were hard. And we looked at the massive amount of crayons that we have, and thank goodness I had 24 of you helping me, because we wouldn't have gotten nearly as much done as we did. But here we are, we're not done. And I do not want to sit here, and Tucker does not want to sit here and unpeel crayons with me for days and days to get these ready. It's just not going to happen. So Mrs. Tuttle did a little research and found out that if you get some soap, not even very much, it's good for washing our hands, right? And some warm hot water, not burning hot, but warm water. And you mix those two together. You guys aren't going to believe what happens. I wish we had done it earlier, but we had fun unpeeling the crayons. Get a little too hot. All right, and then just mix it up a little bit. And as you can see, we got nice soapy, fuzzy water. Just kind of the bottom of it. I didn't even fill up that much. It was a little bit warmer. All right, and now I'm gonna take this bucket of unpeeled crayons. There's some that are peeled in there, I'm just gonna leave them. But unpeeled crayons, in they go. Quick stir of my hand, maybe a little bit more hot water. All right, and let me just let that sit for a minute or two. You're gonna be shocked at how these come out. All right, while that's sitting and soaking for a minute, let's go over and let's start putting some crayons in trays. Mrs. Tuttle's got these silicone trays. They're made for ice cubes or cooking, and I got ones that are in the shape of large crayons. And so then here's crayons that were cleaned, lots by you guys peeling them off. These two were ones that I did in the sink yesterday. And you just you take the crayons, and I'm gonna make this a mixed orange one. It's gonna have some light orange, dark orange. All right, we really gotta, the bigger ones I'll break up a little bit more. And you fill it to the top. Like some can even be sticking up over. Because remember, what we're doing is melting the crayons. You know, and one of the things that we talked about was, well, why does this work? Why can we take these solid crayons and get them all together into one new good crayon? And we had started to talk about, but we didn't do very much, was that, you know, different things take different forms. When we were studying weather, and we talked about rain and clouds and fog and vapor, the steam that comes out of our mouth on a cold morning, all of those are water. They're just water in different forms. And then ice cubes is the other form. So water, we can drink as water and it's liquid. We can put it in the freezer and it gets super cold and it turns solid hard. And then if we put it in a pot and we start cooking it, the steam comes off of it and that's a gas form. So lots of different things can change form, and it turns out crayons are one of those things. So right now we have the solid hard form of the crayons. But they're little and they're hard to use and they're yucky. All right, so that one's all just green. Let's do a combination purple. And what we're gonna do is give some heat, and it's gonna turn these solids into a liquid state. And then it's gonna cool again and go back into solid. So the same material can go into all different kinds of forms depending on what is done to it, meaning the heating or the cooling. All right. Kind of reds. We had a hard time choosing which colors went where to my sorted, didn't we? We had little battles and arguments about which was orange and which was red, didn't we? Had them passing us back and forth between tables going, no, that's red, no, that's orange. Well, guess what? Now I'm sticking them all together. We're gonna get orange red. All right. That should be good. Nice and full to the top. All right, let's do a pink one. Lauren and I were peeling the pink one. She and I were the only ones who started the pink bucket. And we sure didn't get very much done, did we? But with my magic trick over there in the sink behind us, I got all the pinks. Oops, that's not pink. That's definitely a purple. All right. So if you have parents at home that you all broken up and stuff, you guys could easily do this at home too. If not, I'm gonna save them up and bring them back to school when we get back. And use our brand new, our recycled crayons. All right, so pretty good there. All right, so you see those are nice and full to the top. They're even bulging out a little bit. When they melt, they change size as well, just like water does. All right, let's go check our sink again and the ones that we were unwrapping. So I'm just gonna take my hand out and take a lot of them and look at how easy these papers are coming off, you guys. Now I just take it and it rolls right out of my hand. Look how easy that is. Don't you wish we'd known this last week when we were working? This one looks like it's on tight. Nope, just rolling right off. So it turns out what's happening here is that the warmth and the soap make the glue that's holding the paper on so tight. Remember we had to dig and dig. This one's a little bit tighter, but I just run my finger on it, it rolls right off. So the glue that was holding the paper onto the crayons and making it so hard to peel off, the warm water and a little bit of soap releases it, and I can do a whole batch of a color so quickly. It's just awesome. So, all right, there's one of those greens that likes to sneak into our yellows. I am saving the wrappers, even the wet ones. We'll let them dry out and we can continue to figure out what we're gonna do with them, because you guys said, hey, those wrappers are something that can be recycled or reused or made into something new. So I hope, look, I have the whole box here from yesterday and all the ones, the little scribble ones that you have, and we'll have to figure out an art project to make something beautiful to help us explain to people how we can reuse to reduce the amount of garbage on our planet to help our plants and animals and ourselves. Hopefully you guys are still practicing your conservation at home, using less water, using less paper, turning the lights off, don't use the power. What are the other ones? All our lists. I left those lists at school. I should go get those so we can work on them. All right, so just see how easy that is? These yellows are almost done. You saw there's a full bucket of not wrapped yellow, or wrapped up yellows. Just peeling them right off. Slides right off. And some of the crayons are a little bit soft. They're blending pretty easy, but that's because of the warmth. So it's starting that melting process, but the water's not hot enough to do more than just to start. All right, I'm gonna drain the water now. I just keep pulling out wrappers that are loose. Tucker will bring the camera over, you can see these crayons are under here. Even the ones that aren't totally off, it's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse off the soap. peeled themselves even. They just popped right out of those papers. All right, those off of there. I will finish unwrapping those a little bit later. And then I can make some yellow crayons as well. Turns out most of our yellows are on the green side. There must be, just maybe I left the yellow bucket at school. All right, so let's take this one. Come on over here, we're gonna put it in the oven. I'm hoping one in the oven is ready enough to trade. So I have my oven going. I have it at 250 degrees. Yep, this one's ready. Come on over and take a look. You can see the one that's in there already. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. But I have it on a tray so it doesn't leak over the edge, just in case. But look, you can see it's liquid. It's moving. It's just like butter or juice. It's a total liquid state. Now, I'm gonna take those. And they're gonna need a couple minutes to cool. I'm actually gonna get a little grip so I can pull that tray off easier than with the big fat mitts. I'll be really careful. I don't want to pour this on myself. This is going to be so hot. Let's see if I can do this. All right, we're going to set that one there to cool. We'll take the one I put together, put it in the oven. Try not to get them to leak into each other. I'll stick that back in the oven, and it goes in for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, you can kind of check it. And so solid, heat applied, liquid, and then this is the one that I did yesterday. And now I can just kind of peel off. It's had time to cool, and it's back to solid again, you guys. And instead of insy bincy little crayons, we have a great big, beautiful, peel it out there, purple crayon. And this one I did 3 or 4 purples. I just dumped purples in there. I didn't really match them up. Some of them I got just the bright green or just the orange, but you can do whatever you want to. Like you could do blue, green, whatever. And watch, come on over here. And it works just like a crayon. Isn't that cool, guys? All right. Well, I wanted you to see, I knew it was going to be a while. I wanted you to see what we had started and what we were going to do next to get these crayons ready. Think of some other things that you might be able to turn into new things. Ways to reuse stuff at home. Right now is a good time. You got lots of stuff around the house. How could you reuse it? Not everything can be melted. Not everything can change form, but you could certainly find new uses for other things. So Tucker and I are going to finish melting these, and I will see you guys soon.